Okay, hello, welcome everyone to another set of matches here that we have this weekend in the losers bracket actually here of the OMLN4 LN tournament number 4, I do believe. Yeah, it is. I'm not getting my numbers mixed up. Anyway, we have a couple of banger matchups happening. Some of the losers bracket matchups still left for this weekend here, and we've got some very, very close matchups coming up here. We can see imyeeyee versus Lalito. That is going to be seed number 31 versus seed number 28, and two really strong LN players at that. The loser of this match will be eliminated right here in the losers bracket, while the winner will manage to qualify for one more week at the very least next week. So we'll have to see who ends up winning. I am Potassium F, going to be joined maybe somewhat by Paturage, who is also streaming and reffing. What's going on, Pat?
Okay, I'm just gonna switch to the scene just to explain the situation. I thought Yi won the role, but in fact it's gonna be Lalito who's gonna be winning the role.
Nice, and we'll see how it goes. Lalito actually protecting Density 1 is an interesting one. I think both players actually did play this yesterday, so we do have information from both players, what they wanted to, and actually, you know what, looking at these scores, this makes a massive amount of sense for Lalito to protect. imyeeyee really struggled in the accuracy side of things on this map, only getting 979k despite an FC, so it definitely feels like Lalito should have a big advantage on that map there, but imyeeyee going to roll his protect.
Yeah, as usual, that's been a common theme throughout the matches. So number 6 is going to be Technical 3.
Yeah, Technical 3 being banned out here. I would definitely think that imyeeyee would want to be banning out one of the kind of more coordination focused charts. I'm looking at the charts that are really hard to accuracy, get good ac on. That is what imyeeyee will struggle a little bit more with compared to a player like Lalito. So I'll definitely not be surprised if Lalito tries to target some of these maybe coordination focused maps, or of course Density 1 coming out fairly early on would also make sense, but it is going to be Lalito banning Tech 2. So 2 technical picks out of the way here. Some of the more physical maps is definitely what imyeeyee will be more comfortable with, so it makes a lot of sense that the technical pool does get pinched a little bit here. Maybe the roll from imyeeyee not quite working out in his favor.
Yeah, the protects and bans are very focused in category, just very focused on protecting the densities and very focused on banning the text. Yeah,
we're just lining it up, and I wonder if imyeeyee will start picking the same maps as well as Lalito. But we'll never know, because I think he does plan on rolling the picks as well.
Yeah, but the first pick is going to go to Lalito. I'll give him a bit of a timer here because we don't have all the time in the world, of course.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a late start to the match, but I mean, this match also might take quite a long time as well because of the how close these two players are when it comes to this, I guess, mid-game kind of. I guess you could call this mid-game now, right? We're in round of 16 already.
Yeah, well, it is inching on mid-game. I feel like mid-game is kind of in between round of 16 and quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'll definitely say imyeeyee is one of those players that should have more of an advantage the later on in the tournament we get to, but at this point, it's definitely going to be Lalito that might have an accuracy advantage overall. But we'll have to see how it turns out here. It's going to be actually the Density 2 being picked out first here from Lalito, so the Protect from imyeeyee going to be picked.
And here we go. Hi, it is Leon, and I can now mute my mic.
Goodbye, Pat.
Goodbye,
hello,
Pat.
Leon.
Hello, hi, it's me. So sorry for the delay. And as you mentioned, we're going to Density 2 already. Yeah, overall just very excited to see this match. imyeeyee, very notorious name for being such an intense late game player, but Lalito himself being very good, being able to get high accuracies on this early to mid game stuff.
Yeah, of course, and I think this is a really interesting first pick, especially given that imyeeyee did play this yesterday and had quite a good score on it as well, 989k. So if he can pull this off, it might be very close, but it looks like these accuracies are closing really quickly. There was an early lead for imyeeyee, but not anymore.
Yeah, starting to hit a lot of these normal 300s and is rapidly dropping. Lalito has been consistent since the beginning, just need to build back up those ratios. And oh, it's flickering. Now it's neck and neck already.
It seems like just like a bit of a shaky start at the start for Lalito, but has managed to stabilize and increasing the accuracy over time. imyeeyee, the opposite story here, going to decrease ever so slightly this accuracy.
Yeah, that's right. The mental toll it takes for the players to consistently hold these accuracies in this kind of UE's density is very difficult to manage. But even imyeeyee has managed to find his footing now consistently at 99.6 range, almost back up to 0.7.
Oh my god, it's so close. The players, they're dropping accuracy at the same time in the same place. And we're staying within.
Oh my goodness.
There's a couple hundred points there in favor of Lalito, kind of.
Yeah. Lalito has been exact same accuracy since the beginning, but he really needs that small push to give him that edge right now. And going to the last part of the map, the densest of the entire map here.
Oh, a couple 200s being dropped from imyeeyee, but not enough to really increase this point lead. It's anyone's game at this point. A little bit of 300s, a rush at some point could decide this entire map.
Yeah, that's right. It's still the same. The lead ever so slightly in Lalito's favor, but the map's not over.
Oh my god, what is this? Why is it so close? Perfectly. How are they exactly the same the entire way? They're dropping down Ack at the exact same time. I don't even know who's in the lead. 99.66. Oh, there's a 200 from imyeeyee.
It might be just Lalito's take.
Oh my god, was that the 200 that decided it at the very end?
I think it was the 200.
That's
oh
crazy.
My
goodness.
Oh,
okay.
It really was the 200s. Yee's ratio absolutely crazy here, but the 200s, Lalito was able to control better here in this density pick.
That was so close for a first pick as well. But yeah, interesting to see imyeeyee getting the better ratio overall. That's I guess a little bit unexpected, but these maps are starting to get a lot harder.
Yeah, that's right. And these maps, especially this density 2 in particular, is so high BPM for long nodes. So these later gameplays, they get to capitalize on that more better than players that are more accustomed to early to mid game LN maps. So we're starting to see that happen here.
Okay, I'm looking at the past scores here. Obviously, imyeeyee does roll his pick, so whether or not it's a good pick is a completely different question.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think we've seen imyeeyee play this yesterday, doesn't seem so. But we have seen Lalito get a really solid 5200 score on this one yesterday, 988k, so this is a big potential for a breakpoint. Coordination, not exactly the skill set that you would recognize imyeeyee for.
Yeah, totally agreed. And as you mentioned, with the 5200 run yesterday, if Lalito can replicate here, or at least come close to that, that should be very, I wouldn't say easy win, but very high chance for him to take this point.
It'll be hard to beat from imyeee's side for sure.
It'll be hard to beat, yeah. Starting out though, imyeeyee having a bit of a rough start, but they're managing to catch back up to Lalito right now at the 0.6 range.
Oh, I can already feel it in my bones. It's already going to be close from the get-go. 99.6 just about on both players. Lalito managing to increase that accuracy almost at 99.7, but does drop it a little bit with a couple 200s.
Yeah, he's getting a few 200s here. These shields, man, this Allen shield, and a very abrasive long nose to hit. But yeah, controlling the ratio is better here from what I'm kind of noticing. It's still too close though. It's 0.05% of difference right now.
Oh, not even.
It just got closer.
Yeah, it got even closer. Oh, now we're back to touching.
Yeah. And this Kia section, once again, just a mix of these abrasive, bursty Allens.
Oh, and Lalito finds a drop.
Those jacks. Oh, Lalito drops. Oh, that's not good. That's very clean. Let's get that out of the way, but that itself will give me the lead here.
Yeah, super clean, but yeah, the accuracy lead now in Yee's favor. Yee has to find a miss if Lalito wants to come back into this point, because right now, looking solidly in his favor. And I mean, I said earlier, maybe coordination, not necessarily what you know Yee for, but what I know Yee for is combo. And that's all right. He needs right now.
That's really all he needs. Even he can even sacrifice a 1 or 2 200s. He has that combo lead right now. Lalito doing all they can to really push that accuracy, push that ratio, building that back just a little bit, but that won't matter if he just holds right now.
You gotta imagine what if that miss didn't happen? How close would this have been?
Oh, he takes the point by 4,000 points.
Oh, yeah, it would have been super close. I mean, okay, looking at this, I'm just comparing it to Lalito's FC from yesterday, and imyeeyee would have beaten that score by, let's see, 75 points.
Ooh, that's so close.
It is a very fine margin here.
Very fine margin, and very unfortunate for Lalito choking the FC, but it's still fine. It's not their pick. Still no breakpoints, both players taking their own picks, and Lalito very understandably going for the density 3. Density 2 worked out quite well for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was very close, but did end up being the win. So definitely looking like a strong kind of pool there. I think Density 1 is definitely going to be, at least from what we saw yesterday, Density 1 is definitely going to be the safest pick here for Lalito, so saving that one a little bit for later.
Possibly, yeah, but Density 1 is also very heavy in the jump stream LN, I would say. Density 3 at least it's more spread out, not as dense as Density 1 and 2, so maybe Lalito here is capitalizing on that accuracy advantage, that slight accuracy advantage. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, Lalito does drop a couple 200s there coming into those rolls at the start. Yeah, so imyeeyee actually off to a little bit of an ac lead.
Yeah, imyeeyee no slouch at all. These maps very, very comfortable for them to hit. It's a matter of Lalito here can actually push that accuracy to match Yee here.
Lalito should be able to increase this over time, but man, imyeeyee is really putting up a strong ratio right now, 99.8.
0.8 is crazy. And he's not slowing down either, he's trying to push that even more. Oh, but that's a 200 drop from them actually, and Lalito, as you mentioned earlier, they are slowly climbing back to that 0.7 range.
Yeah,
this is rapidly closing to an end actually. It's not too long.
The gap in the accuracy is definitely closing over time. It's 0.1 of a difference now between the two players. It does definitely feel like over time it will eventually start tipping back to even, but yeah, the question is there enough time in the map really for that to happen? Because we're already in the last quarter now.
Yeah, that's right, in the last quarter and the more denser part of the map here. Both accuracy is kind of stagnating here. The lead only in around 2,000 points.
But it's still closing. Like, this is not too big of an act difference, but the map is just over.
Yeah, the map is just over. This outro, pretty much nothing left. Oh, But there are some releases, but I doubt
Yeah,
these players would miss at this ending here.
I've seen weirder misses happen, but
That is true.
it doesn't look like that's gonna happen here. So it will be imyeeyee actually with the
Wow.
break point. 991k, really strong score, and again, the ratio is actually in favor of imyeeyee.
Yeah, once again, he gets the better ratio. Like over here, like 1 to 8 ratio extremely well. Lalito getting the lower 200 counts, but unfortunately the ratio being the undoing for them.
And that is now going to be imyeeyee 2-1 up. I guess on the bright side for Lalito here, breakpoints should absolutely be possible given the picking strategy of imyeeyee.
Yeah, for sure. And now, oh, this is a rough one. Coordination 2 now, picked by Yi. Although it's a random roll, I would say this heavily favors Yi here.
Yeah, I don't actually think this was played. Oh no, Lalito did actually play it yesterday and did find a few misses as well. So not the most comfortable when it comes to these kind of one crystal patterns.
Yeah. This map here, very notorious map coming from 4DM. Very coordination heavy, but you cannot deny the technical aspect, the control needed to hit these very awkwardly placed long notes. Here we go, starting. He holding the accuracy, high accuracy in the beginning, but here we go into the main section of the map.
And oh my god, these accuracies are starting off really high at the start here for both players.
Yeah, extremely high. Now they're very close once again, just like under 0.1% of difference. But accuracy is not the main game here, it's the combo game. They just need to hold their combo as much as possible. First miss loses here.
Where will it come from? Oh, that's a lot of 200s there from imyeeyee, dropping the accuracy all the way down. But so does Lalito. Now they're tied.
Yeah, it's tied now. Lalito holding their accuracy pretty well, pretty consistent at the moment. He just that very nasty drop at that Allen anchor.
Oh my god, we can't have this every map. It's 99.73. 200 being dropped by Lalito there is going to increase the lead for imyeeyee by a tiny bit. But this is not going to last.
Yeah, just none of them are letting up at all. Now lead back at E again. Lalito's dropping up 200, but it's still so close.
Oh, it's so easy to drop 200s during these sections as well. It looks like imyeeyee once again pulling ahead a little bit, but there's still some map left. This is only 0.04% of a lead.
Yeah, they cannot relax until you see that score screen. Still a chance for Lalito here, but he... Oh, actually
200s for
dropping.
E. That's a lot of 200s. Wait, this is tied. I don't know who's in the lead. Who wins? But Lalito finds a 200. At the last second, that last 200 might have been it. Only 464 points. imyeeyee manages to win their own pick.
Yeah, Lalito doing way better than yesterday here, again pulling off an insane FC, but just unfortunate 200 drops at the end there, giving this pick to imyeeyee.
Yeah, absolutely insanely close here. That could have been the breakpoint to even things out, but Lalito's wasting no time. This is the protect being picked up right away.
Ooh, yeah, as you mentioned, intensity 1. He was saving that. He needs to bounce back, so picking something is very comfortable with to bounce back is totally understandable.
Yeah, I mean, it is now or never. You really do need to be catching up really soon. You don't want to be put in a position where you're 4-1 down, having to pull off a bit of a reverse sweep. So keeping the score close is really important. And this one, well, we'll see how this one plays out. By the accuracies yesterday, Lalito should win this, but we can definitely see big improvements, you know, day to day from players that we see all the time.
Yeah, that's right. People can suddenly get worse scores the other day, or suddenly just get something way better. And going to this map non-stop for 3 minutes, and this aren't easy to hit here. There's 3 different lengths of long notes here, so they have to essentially control and not rush for 3 minutes straight. Lalito here, as you mentioned, doing extremely well at the moment. 19.7.
Yeah, off to a really solid accuracy lead. And I mean, he actually does drop down even more, down below 99.5 now. So this is going to start growing in favor of Lalito over time.
Yeah, these kinds of density. As you can see, these error bar here a bit more spread out, very hard to control these Rainbow 300s. Lalito here still on that 0.7 run, but we are only 1/3 of the map. They need to keep consistent, hold that combo throughout the end.
Yeah, so much left. It looks like both players have kind of started stabilizing here. imyeeyee hasn't dropped any further for a while now, still on 99.5, and Lalito's still on that 99.7 as well, so 0.2% difference.
Yeah, 0.2, probably the biggest difference we've seen so far in this match. But still within striking distance.
It's definitely enough to capitalize from a big mistake, but we'll have to see that happen first. There is still a third of the map left, so plenty of time left for things to get close here, as imyeeyee actually is slowly bringing the accuracy up a bit now.
Yeah, slowly bringing it up, but not fast enough. As you can see, he's slowly dropping back down this map, including that mini split show is actually very tricky to hit. Oh, both players holding on. He trying all they can to push the accuracy. They're just struggling. And Lalito here still on that 0.7 run.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're back to these exact same accuracies, 99.5, 99.7, and now we're at the outro kind of section. There's running out of time for imyeeyee to come back here. Definitely not enough time to catch up to this accuracy. It's going to have to be from some kind of big slip-up, a combo break somewhere, but it doesn't look likely now.
Yeah, the map is pretty much over at this point, and Lalito here on their protect takes a very convincing point from Yi here.
Yeah, definitely the most convincing point we've seen so far in the match. Better ratio as well, I think, for, I mean, one of the first times definitely here for Lalito, and the 200 count also in his favor. So keeping the things close, 3-2, only 1 point difference now.
Yeah, just 1 break points of difference. Other than that, they're pretty much neck and neck here, pretty much equal. Now what would... Oh, I forgot he's rolling.
Yeah, so it's going really fast. There's no need to think.
There's no need to think. Don't think, just feel.
Exactly. Can't pick that one though. That was from a previous week.
Indeed. Going to wildcard 3 here. This is Epic Man's map here.
And this is one that I think both players did play yesterday. So this is one I think is actually a good pick for imyeeyee given the scores. imyeeyee actually managing to get a 992k on this yesterday. So that is definitely a very comfortable score if he manages to pull it off again.
Yeah, that's right. In this map, wildcard 3 actually pretty consistent in its difficulty and the general density. So you just need to find your rhythm, find your groove. And this map should be very comfortable for people like imyeeyee. And starting out here, as you can see, the 99.8%, very strong start. Lalito actually not far behind, already catching up, 9.7 almost.
Yeah, not too far apart. It's never really been that far apart between the two players. Definitely going to be able to catch up.
Yeah, this map, not too long either. We're already 1/3 in the way through. But so far, the accuracy has been pretty stagnant. Lalito is struggling a little bit to push the accuracy a bit. He's very Grace Allen's struggling to get those Rainbow 300s.
Yeah, Yi definitely looking really comfortable right now. 99.8 still hasn't managed to drop any accuracy since that intro.
Yeah, but building up into this Ki, they still can't let up. And here we go. These Ellen Graces are very easy to trip up. Ooh, Lalito here getting a couple 200s. Probably releasing those a bit late. He's still holding on that high 0.7 here.
Yeah, Yi doesn't drop much accuracy at all during this section, and Lalito is dropping a bit more. 200s from imyeeyee again, but it's going to take a lot more than that now to close this gap.
Yeah, the map rapidly coming to an end here. Great performance by Lalito here, but Yi just absolutely blows this map out of the water. 992 again today with a 1-200 run.
1-200, so consistent on this map. And actually, Lalito getting pretty much the same score as they got yesterday as well. So both players feeling nice on this map, but imyeeyee ending up getting that AC advantage at the end. Now it is match point as well.
Yeah, Yi bring this to match point. Both players do replicating their scores from yesterday is very consistent actually. Now it's Lalito's point here. What will they go for? All the densities has been picked, and the maps left aren't really straightforward. They probably could have wildcard 1, something more not too abrasive.
I like that imyeeyee is suggesting maps to pick. After rolling all of his picks, he has a suggestion for the opponent. It's so funny to me.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Kamui is interesting. I mean, generally, I don't see them picking Raindrop. Oh, but actually...
Okay, as you say that.
As I said, alright, I'm proven wrong.
Being picked up here.
I haven't studied enough.
Well, it definitely feels like it's much harder to predict some of these picks that are happening in this tournament, right? It's much more like specific into, you can really pick and choose the exact patterns that you favor with a format like this.
There's like very specific mapping. Maybe like one round's wildcard 1 will be different from next round, so it really depends on the round and the opponent you're facing. It's very impossible to predict here.
Yeah, and I mean, this one at least does kind of have some precedence, I guess. You know, imyeeyee did actually play this yesterday, got a 987k, so really, actually, imyeeyee lost that by 5 points yesterday.
Oh, that was the one, no 5 points.
Yeah, but Lalito obviously having knowledge on imyeeee's score on this one, so...
Oh, but actually missing on that intro.
Oh,
I'm still under the
and another miss as well.
Yeah, I was about to get into the map here. This map very heavy on the Jackie coordination aspect, and oh, that is another slide away from Lalito. They are not having a good time here.
Yeah, this is a big act. There's a whole percent difference now between them. imyeeyee still holding this full combo, and yeah, I mean, it feels like something absolutely catastrophic has to happen on imyeeee's side for this lead to even have a dent put in it.
Yeah, but knowing Yi here, it's practically impossible for them to miss. It's like, now it's like 20,000 points lead. It needs to be, like you said, some sort of breakdown from their side. Halfway into the map, Lalito doing all they can to push back their accuracy and combo, but what more can you do here?
Yeah, there's only really so much that can be done at this point for Lalito. Just gonna have to hope that the misses come from imyeeee's side. Increase that AC as much as possible. Lalito has recovered a lot of accuracy. 99.2, not going to manage to reach imyeeee's level of accuracy for a while yet, it seems.
Yeah, going to this last KI section. He's still holding on that 9.67. Honestly, probably on track to replicate his exact same score from yesterday here.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And still keeping up with the same accuracy here. Lalito managing to hit 99.3, but still 0.3% behind, and a lot of misses behind as well at that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. These kinds of map, like, once you start breaking, it's very hard to catch back up. And there you go. He will take this point with a very convincing FC once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the consistency coming out of you didn't really see much openings at all throughout this whole match. You're not really getting any
Yeah,
misses with a player like this, and the accuracy is also looking quite good already in the tournament.
yeah, you're right. And Lalito here, very unfortunate misses in that beginning section. And that will be it for this match, actually. Yi will win this 5-2. Not convincing. It was pretty close on some maps, I would say. So really good effort from Lalito here.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a couple of these maps that Lalito could have won on basically a coin flip, it feels like. But it is going to be imyeeyee managing to win out. They will continue forward in that losers bracket. And we're going to see a few matches. Oh, the Pab and Konkawa match has been confirmed. Love to see it.
Yeah, that will be crazy. And as you mentioned, this is a losers bracket match. So Lalito here will unfortunately end their OMLN run here. And
it will be
will face Matcha Latte.
Matcha Latte, imyeeyee, very interesting one there as well. Going to be lined up for next week. Lot of crazy strong names that you can see in this lower bracket. Like,
yeah,
goddamn.
Pretty much whoever's left, they're all strong. Each and every one of these players, they have a long-standing history attached to them. So you really can't count anyone out of this tournament.
Absolutely. There are no easy matches. Not a single one in sight here for any of the players coming up. We're seeing more. Definitely. I mean, we got, hang on, we got like Konkawa versus Pavin in the winners bracket. I'm looking at Parasol Tree and Formel also potentially, you know, lined up in the losers bracket there. The MWC,
all the Civil War.
Yeah, MWC teams fighting each other. Perhaps next week, we'll see.
Mutual and Veloz as well.
Veloz is crazy. Oh man.
Personally, I'm so excited for Pavin and Konkawa, those two. I don't think I ever seen those two actually 1v1.
I've seen them on the same team so many times.
Yeah, but never against each other. This is very interesting. But yeah, that will be it for this match. Come back in around 20 minutes for our next match here. We got a few matches happening at the same time after that.
More interesting, really interesting losers bracket matches coming up here, so make sure you stick around. 14 UTC in 20 minutes for Mini Egg versus Nard.
Yeah. And that will be it. This has been Leon commentating.
And Potassium as well. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.